into one aesthetic. I like what I like, when I like it, and how I like it.
They can have it all, but give me you. Nothing else will do. I have what is true. I have Jesus. I have Jesus.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Today's video is a little different. I'm in the wheel. Hey y'all, I'm in the car. I'm headed to Bible study because it's Monday. I was supposed to get this video out for y'all on Sunday, but my sister just moved Friday. It's been a lot going on, y'all, but I didn't do a video last week, so I'm most definitely doing the video this week, and I'm just trying to get it in where I fit in. You feel me? So for the people that don't know me, my name is Lexis, Lexis, which I can call me Lexis for short. And today's Tuesday. We talking about God, right? But we talking about a whole bunch of other stuff. Of course, I can't talk about anything without talking about God. So lately, I've been in the book. I didn't even got no intro because I got 18 minutes till I get to her house, so I'm trying to get it all out now. So we getting right into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna title this video "Stop Living for the World." Okay, stop living for the world, especially as a Christian, right? Okay, so I was in the book of Ecclesiastes, and you know, Solomon, it was just giving like depressed, right? But he has some nuggets in there, right? And it's like you can have wealth, you can have everything, you can have all this other stuff basically in the book, and it's just like all that stuff is meaningless if you don't have God, because it's just like at the end of the day, all this stuff withers away. Like all this stuff goes out, and if you're living eternity in hell and you're not knowing when your hour is coming, it's like, is it all worth it? You feel me? So it's just like, why sell your soul for something that's on earth that's going wither away when you could keep your soul and have eternal life, right? Okay, so this book, honestly, if you're a new Christian, I would not just read that book, because it will, like, it gave me a little midlife crisis for like 2 days, not even gonna lie. But you got to get through the whole entire book, okay? Don't just read. That's why people, like, when they look at scripture, you got to read the whole book for context and what is said at the end. Like, you can't just start at the beginning of the movie and then not watch the end. Things got to connect, you feel me? Sometimes the middle show you what really happened before the beginning, like, you know, all type of stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So so the first point I kind of want to bring up is dang, not me losing my train of thought, is rest is a luxury. We need to stop treating it like it is like something bad. Like, okay, for me personally, I have a big issue of resting for too long. Like, I have recently added the Sabbath back into my daily life because I did not know that was a command. Like, I hear about the Sabbath, but I did not know that was part of the 10 Commandments. Like, oh wow, okay, I'm supposed to have a Sabbath. Like, if you believe in the Bible, we have to believe in the whole entire thing and everything that is said in it, not the ones we pick and choose. So I can't be sitting here saying like, oh, I'm not gonna murder, I'm not gonna kill, I'm gonna like this, I'm gonna forgive, I'm gonna do this, all this other stuff, and then not, you know, do the Sabbath. Like, one is just as important as the other, right? So I started adding the Sabbath, and I don't watch TV, and I fast till 2, but I don't watch TV on Sundays, and I just kind of like go to church. I'll be serving a little bit, and then I'm not gonna serve too much like hard labor, because that's not what the Sabbath is about, and I don't want to exalt myself on the Sabbath. That's not the point. And then what's it called again? I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, just be in my Bible, be in my word, and pray and intercede for people. That's gonna be what that day is about, right? So in this time, it's kind of like I'm in a season where y'all already know, if y'all been rocking with me, I don't work. So I go to the gym, I content create, I show up for my brothers, I show up for people, and I just, you know, I go to Mad Miles on Tuesdays. It's not really too much going on in my life. So it's just like, sometimes I feel lazy, because if I don't have a client or I've done all my content for the week and I'm just sitting there, I'm not used to, like, what's the word? Just having nothing to do. I need something to do. So it's just like, I was just talking to someone yesterday, and I was kind of like, dang God, I want to help you help me, you know? Hold on, this person want to be in my trunk so bad. Like, it's not that deep. I'm already doing 80. Like, would you want me to do the dash? Y'all, forgiven. So I was sitting here looking like, dang, it really does suck that I can't just rest and just without feeling like I'm wasting my life away and I'm just being lazy. But it's just like, what is laziness? Like, I'm going every day, I'm moving my body. Every day, I'm either, you know, searching up something to, like, feed my soul. You know, I'm bringing out a word for y'all. I'm in my word. Like, how is that laziness? You feel me? And it's just like, I feel like the world has programmed us. If we're not doing a 9 to 5 and cooking for somebody and serving somebody and doing this and doing that, that we're being lazy. Like, that's what I was taught as a kid. Like, I sat down watching TV too long. My mom was like, y'all need to get up, y'all need to do something, y'all need to wash the dishes, go clean y'all room. Like, we did all that stuff. Well, y'all need to do something out, because y'all ain't gonna be sitting in my house watching TV all day. I've literally been taught that. So anytime I do that, it's like a subconscious thing where, oh, next to you being lazy, do something. It's like, but your house is clean, everything. I done searched for 6 different jobs. Obviously, if God wanted me to get a job, he would give me a job. Like, I'm sitting here going through, and I'm mentally stressed. And where's the peace in that? Where's the contentment in that? So I've been really, suffering in my mental, not even physically, because my world right now, I'm extremely blessed. Like, y'all, I'm so blessed to the point where it's just like, sometimes I just gotta sit down and be like, God, I can't talk to you right now, because the conversation we about to have tonight is a conversation we about to have tonight, and I just need to, like, unpack and unfold everything, because I'm overwhelmed with this so much, like, you feel me? So I just feel like we gotta stop putting society and God in the same boat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, God wanted us to live a good life, not a hard life. And I'm so used to living a hard life that it's just like, oh, God. And God is like, oh, so you want to be God so bad. You want me to help. You want to go work so you can put money in your pocket when I'm paying your rent. You want to work to go put money, put food in your house, but I put food in your house every month. You eat. You want to be God so bad. And I'm like, okay, God, like, I'm not used to being taken care of, especially by somebody that's not physically around me, or, you know what I'm saying, or I feel like have a reason to. So that's the agape love, right? And it's like trying to get used to that. So then, or at least in this season, then it's kind of like that. Speaking of that, is contentment, right? So we are in a society that we're just never content. You try to lose weight, you feel you too skinny, or you too fat, or now you too thick, or you single, it's like, oh, I got all this freedom, but it's like, oh, there ain't nobody checking for me. Or you get in a relationship, you ain't got no freedom, or dang, I gotta cook for him, or dang, I gotta take care of her. It's all we are never content in something. You feel me? First, if we looking for a job, we get to a job, oh my God, we gotta wake up early. Oh my God, I can't stand these people. I'm taking too long to get paid. I could be like, you know what I'm saying, I can't go out with my friends. We're always in, you know, complaining about something. And it's just like, in a society that's never content, we have to find contentment in us. And it's focusing on what is important. Like, literally, like, you need to sit down, write it out. This is what's important. And in that season, you need to look for those things that are important to you, and focus on that and steward over that correctly. So when the season changes, you don't lose your focus, you just adapt your approach to it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to me, out of everything, God, my family, my health, and how I serve people. Those are 4 main things that are important to me. So if a season changes, let's say now I'm married, or, you know, I have kids, that does not change. How I approach that changes. Oh, I may not show up to this person's game, but I can do game nights. Or I can, you know, I may have to, you know, I can still take care of myself, but I'm gonna have to meal prep and organize a little bit better, so I can still provide for my husband. Like, you don't change the focus, you adapt your approach. And a lot of the times our focus is on so many things. That's why we have seasons of depression and anxiety and all these other stuff, because we're constantly shifting. And everybody's trying to live the same life and all have different purposes. We can't live the same life and have different purposes. It is literally impossible. And it's weird. It is genuine, honestly, like, y'all know I speak at a tangent, but I was thinking about my sister was playing this game with me, and it's about MySpace, and I was like, dang, I remember all our MySpace things was so different. Like, the music that we chose, like, everything was about being different, right? Now we are in a society where, like, everything gotta look aesthetically pleasing and aesthetically, like, the same. Like, we got this nude and white and black and the calligraphy, and everybody has, like, the same approach to certain things. And to the point where now they've categorized aesthetic, like 6 different aesthetics. You have the natural girl aesthetic. You got the the bold aesthetic. You got the dramatic aesthetic. You got the bougie, bad and bougie aesthetic. And it's just like, I don't fit into an aesthetic. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, an aesthetic has never been my thing. I just don't fit into one aesthetic. I like what I like, when I like it, and how I like it. Like, right now, everybody got boho braids, even though I don't have no hair. Like, I never do what people are doing in that trend. Like, doesn't mean I don't like it, and it's not even like a mental thing where I don't want to do it because everybody else is doing it. I just don't want to do it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. I like it, I'm gonna do it when I want to. Or if one day I want to sit here and dress dainty and cutesy, and I want to have pink bows in my hair, and I wear a little cute skirt with some pumps, I'm gonna do that. And then the next day, you might see me in some doggone joggers, a crop top, some ones, and you know what I'm saying? Or the next day, you might see me with a little afro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have an aesthetic. I like what I like when I like it, and that's just what it is. So it's very hard for me when I see everybody so like boom, 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 boom. Everything is so aesthetically pleasing. I'm like, even when I try to mimic it, I feel like it never comes out how I imagined it, because honestly, it's not supposed to. Like, I was meant to be an original, and it's literally on my chest. Obviously, I'm not gonna take out my shirt, but born an original, refuse to die a copy. I'm not trying to copy nobody. Like, we say that, oh yeah, we want to be an original, yet what our lives don't look original. We all go to the same type of brunches. We all have the same type of clothes. We all dress kind of the same. You feel me? We all, what's it called again? Like, everything is so trendy because everybody jumps on the same wave. And it's just like, all this stuff is so meaningless. I'm going to live for me. Point blank, period. I'm going to live for me. And I don't fit into a box, so I'm not going to force myself to fit into a box. Sometimes I fit into a circle. Sometimes I fit into a star. Sometimes, you know what? I don't even got no borders. It's free. It's free range. You feel me? Like, I'm form-fitting, and I'm energy. I am energy. I am not meant to conform into nothing. And, sorry, my phone went out. But yeah, society has us confused, trying to have a whole generation trying to figure out who they are through other people. Like, the only way you're going to figure out who you are is through God. Yes, don't get me wrong, YouTube videos are good, they're good resources and stuff like that, but when you use that as your main resource, your main source to figure out who you are, guess what? You're just naturally gonna replicate and imitate the things that you hear, see, view, everything like that, right? And I just feel like it is very, what's the word, bad for us. I don't know how else to say it. Like, my brain is but yeah, I don't know how else to say it. It's just not doing us any justice. And we are a generation of such bold, confident people, but yet so lost. And that's a very, very dangerous combination, I feel like. And yeah, but thank God our generation is also leading people back to God. We are more bold. We are in a generation that's not scared to speak up on the things that we believe, even if it's people identifying as dogs, and trees and stuff like that. Yeah, we are to that extent. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying right now is, I'm just in a season, and I really recommend you, because I really wanted to put out scripture, but obviously I don't have my Bible in my hand, so I would tell you to read the book of Ecclesiastes and the book of Matthew. Those are two books where it shows you, like, it's what you say that defiles, what defiles a person is what comes out of their mouth, not what you put in your mouth. You feel me? Or what you ingest all the time. But of course, if you continuously ingest, bad things, and music, and your surroundings and stuff like that, it is bound to come out of your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just like, so you got to be careful with the company you keep, but also surround yourself with godly people, but people like, you see their fruits, like, oh, they are orange tree, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't hang around people that you presume to be fig trees and expect for you to produce fruit while hanging around fig trees. Nah, the birds, they say the birds together who flock together, is, you know that saying. You know that saying. So yeah, and then we have this idea of perfect timing. So I was watching Bridgerton. I'm a Bridgerton person. I do be skipping over the little sex scenes because I'm not finna tempt my little spirit. You feel me? But I think Penelope this season, it spoke volumes, right? So once she forgave her mother, she seen why her mother literally was in survival mode. She projected how she felt about herself onto her daughter Penelope, right? And she thought that Penelope could never, get a Bridgerton or anybody with high class because she married for security and she knew she couldn't marry for love. So the fact that Penelope could marry for love as well as security, it was just like, what? Like, that's not what we do in this family. You understand what I'm saying? That projection, a lot of our families project things on us, and it's not even necessarily out of hate. It's out of hate for themselves. You feel me? Or lack of love for themselves that are pushed onto their children. But when Penelope saw that she had some type of remorse and understanding of her mother, and oh, you didn't do this out of being evil or you hated me, like she had grace for her. And then it was more so of her mama finding respect, you know what, I didn't think we could do this, but what's it called again, look how much money you made as I'm about to say Lady Featherington, Lady Whistledown, you feel me? You made a name for yourself. And what's crazy is Penelope did not rush her season. We be so busy trying to rush our season. She was doing what she loved and she found joy in it. And I love that she didn't give up herself. Madame Delacroix was that feeling, as a makeup artist, that feeling I get when I make up somebody and they be like, oh my God, I love my makeup. You can't take that away from me. So she was just Penelope was willing to, give that up for her, relationship with her husband. But that's what was going to make her relationship with her husband work. Who she really was. Because that's who we actually fell in love with. It took him some time to realize that, you get what I'm saying? What's it called again? Lady Whistledown? Yeah. Was the person that he actually fell in love with. He fell in love with Penelope too, but Lady Whistledown, they're the same person. You can't accept one without the other. And it put a level of respect on the ending. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to ruin it for y'all. They flipped that, man. It was muy bien. But my point was, it was just and Colin had to take that season 2, right? He had to go find himself. He had to go figure that out. And then Penelope, a lot of y'all that's waiting on kingdom spouse marriages and stuff like that, you gotta let God do whatever they doing when it's time. And when it was time and Penelope was like, you know what, all right, bet, I'm finna get cute, I'm finna go out in this world. Before I was hiding behind the book, but I want to sit here and really go out in the world. And she did that, and she found herself. She's like, you know what, he liked me when I was just being myself and not putting on. That's when Colin was like, hold up, I've been in love with Penelope for a minute. I mean, I knew this but he didn't know this. And it's just we be sitting there trying to rush certain stuff, but everything needed to happen when it happened. You feel me? Because the way they was able to flip it, the way she was able to help save her mama house, the Featherington name with that with the Whistledown money, and then them getting married and stuff like that, and them having some type of stature. It was so, everything played out exactly how it's supposed to play out when it was supposed to play out. And a lot of the times we be sitting here trying to play God. We be trying to rush things, and perfect timing, rest in what you're doing. She didn't rush herself to get out. Get out there and go find her husband when she didn't feel it necessary. And until she felt like it was absolutely necessary, it played out in her favor. So I'm just letting y'all know, y'all not me skipping my friend's house. Not the GPS acting funny. Y'all hold on. I don't know, but I don't know why I get a new phone just for the new phones to be acting up. But yeah, that perfect timing, bruh. And sometimes I feel like when things ain't happening as soon as I thought it was, or not even as soon, because it's all right, God, I'm not rushing it, but what I do in the meantime, that's what I struggle with. Not the actual promise and waiting. It's, dang God, what do I do in the meantime? You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of us struggles on. So then we end up idolizing the promise instead of the journey, because we really don't know what to do, and rather than just living our lives and letting God guide our steps. If we get off track, I promise you, God will push us to where we need to go. As well as, like, if God wanted to make my life more complicated, where I had to go work, where I had to go do this, trust me, he would do that. Like, I had to sit here and think about that. Like, if God wanted me to live a hard life or a complicated life, he could snap his finger and all that would happen. Like, obviously, if I'm in this season where I don't have to do so much, why can't I just bask in that and be okay with that? You know what I'm saying? That allows me to show up for my brothers and sisters. That allows me to spend time with them. The important things. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so busy in a worldly view. Like, Tina, if I'm not doing this, I'm not chasing the bag. I'm not doing this. I'm wasting my life. But how so? Like, I'm creating memories that will last forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, or when I'm gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, so just sitting in those journeys is just like, there's days where I ain't gonna be doing nothing. And then there's days where I'm gonna be freaking busy as heck. But I guarantee you, I will appreciate these days later when when my season changes and I'm just like, wow. I remember the days I'll just be able to sit on the couch and binge watch something. Like, those was the days. And the whole time I can't even enjoy those days because I'm so worried about the future. I'm worried about tomorrow, when tomorrow got its own worries. Do what you got to do that day. I'm not telling you to be lazy. I'm not telling you to not get what you need to get done. But when you get whatever you need to get done, which is an absolute necessity, chill, vibe. Like, I don't know if you're like me, I need to tell you it is okay to sit down and do nothing. People are like, oh, that's not what resting in God means. It's not. It's okay to sit down and do nothing. I promise you it is. I promise you it is. That's what God been getting on me about. So, somebody taking care of you, allow them to take care of you, because in one season you may have to take care of them. You don't know. But where am I going? But I need to get off this road, because the GPS act like it's moving, but it really ain't moving. So overall, y'all, I really hope this video was a confirmation to somebody, or something that somebody needed to hear. You understand what I'm saying? And that I helped somebody. You feel me? So I hope y'all like more videos like this. If y'all liked it, put it down in the comments, y'all. If say something nice to somebody. Put something nice in the comments so somebody else can read it. I like that. Other than that, y'all already know the deal. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. And y'all stay blessed, and what? Y'all flex with Lex. Deuces.